This one is the second part for our chemical bonding topic. So in our previous video, we have discussed this chemical bonding between a sodium atom and a chlorine atom. So here, this one is an ionic bonding. It happens between a metal plus a non-metal, and this one, there is a transfer of electrons. So next, we'll go on to another compound. We have FCl. FCl is formed by the bonding of fluorine plus a chlorine atom. So here fluorine is a non-metal, and the same thing for chlorine. So both of these elements are actually non-metals. Okay, so this one is a covalent compound. So here they share electrons. So for fluorine, it have 7 valence electrons because it's on the 7th group, or group 7A. So all of the elements here have 7 valence electrons. The same thing for chlorine, it also has 7 valence electrons. Here we draw the valence electrons as dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the same thing for chlorine. Chlorine have 7 valence electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So both of these atoms are not happy. So they only have 7 valence electrons. And again, they want to have that 8 valence electrons. They cannot transfer electrons because they will lose and cannot form that 7 or that octet rule. So instead of transferring electrons, they share electrons. In this case, they share this one pair of electron. So let's try to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the same thing for this chlorine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So upon sharing this one pair of electrons, they are now happy. So this one is the electron dot structure for FCl. The next is HCl. So HCl is between a hydrogen and a chlorine atom. Hydrogen is a non-metal, and the same thing for chlorine. Again, all of the elements here are non-metals except hydrogen, so it's also a non-metal element. So both elements on this case are non-metals, therefore this one is a covalent bonding. There is a sharing of electrons. Hydrogen have how many valence electrons? That's on the first column, on the first group, therefore it has 1 valence electron. And for chlorine, chlorine have 7 valence electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here chlorine follows the octet rule, and hydrogen, again, it's a special rule. They follow the duet rule, so it only needs 2 valence electrons. So in this case, it has 1, and chlorine have 7. Chlorine needs 1 more, and hydrogen needs 1 more. So they form a single bond. So this one is the electron dot structure for HCl. We'll count here: hydrogen 1, 2, stable, and chlorine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So both atoms are now stable. Next is H2O. For H2O, that's 1 oxygen and 2 hydrogens. So here oxygen have how many valence electrons? Oxygen is on the 6 or group 6, so oxygen have 6 valence electrons, and hydrogen again have 1 valence electron. 1 valence electron. So obviously both of these atoms needs they need 1 more valence electrons. So these oxygen share one for each. And then 1, 2, oxygen have 6 valence electrons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's check. Hydrogen have 2, 1, 2. Hydrogen have 2, 1, 2. And oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all of these atoms are now stable. Next, we have an oxygen gas, or O2. It's formed by the bonding of two oxygen atoms. Again, oxygen have 6 valence electrons, so they have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they share one pair of electron, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So both atoms are still not happy. On this case, instead of a single bond, so we call this one as a single bond because it's only one pair. Instead of a single bond, they can form a double bond. So in this case, we have oxygen, oxygen. Instead of one, they can share two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the same thing for this oxygen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, the number of dots around them must be equal to its number of valence electrons. Oxygen it has 6 valence electrons. So they share these electrons. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So both of these atoms are now stable. Again, this one is a double bond. Next is nitrogen, or N2. Nitrogen is 2 nitrogen atoms. So nitrogen have 5 valence electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kulang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also kulang. So let's try a double bond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kulang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in this case, a double bond is not enough. So they can actually do a triple bond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the same thing for this another nitrogen atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, they share these 3 sets of electron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So both of these atoms are now stable. Let's go to carbon dioxide, or CO2. Carbon, then we have 2 oxygens. Carbon have, again, 4 valence electrons, and oxygen have 6 valence electrons. Again, it have 4, oxygen have 6 valence electrons. So in this case, we'll check on oxygen. Oxygen have 6 valence electrons. It also have 6 valence electrons. So again, both of these atoms, they want to follow the octet rule, so they need to have an 8 valence electron. So if they have 6, they only need 2 more valence electrons. So obviously they need to have 2 electrons. So they need to have a double, or they can have those 2 valence electrons if they form a double bond. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's check first if we have the correct number of valence electrons. Carbon have 4 valence electrons, and that's what here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oxygen must have 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the same thing for this oxygen. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, they form double bonds here. And right now, let's check whether they follow the octet rule. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For oxygen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So right now, both or all of these atoms are now stable.